Hello friends, welcome back. Another video of class 10th, The Necklace, written by Guy de Maupassant. It is one of the prominent stories about its setting is in France, and it's about human unfulfilled desires, or we can say dissatisfied nature. As you will see that a woman who is in this very chapter, Mathalid, she has unsatisfied nature, and how this unsatisfied nature landed her into trouble. Let's see. So Mathilde is born to a low-class family with no money for dowry, married Monsieur Loisel, a clerk at a board of education, unhappy life, desired to belong to upper class, hates home food, lack of fine clothes and jewelry. Now, this chapter starts with the introduction of a woman whose name is Mathilde, and she is now married. Because she is poor, she is from the very poor background, so she is not able to arrange for the dowry to just marry in a big or we can say upper class society and the aristocracy. So what she does, she is being married to a clerk whose name is Loisel, Monsieur Loisel, and this clerk is in education department. But the life of this Matilda after this marriage, it's totally unhappy because she does not love the food she has over there. She would have loved that aristocratic luxuries, so she does not like the clothes being given to her by her husband, and she does not like even the jewelry because she is not given jewelry at all. The jewelry she wears is not that worthy. So she is not considering herself to be beautiful without jewelry and without those we can say fine clothes and fine jewelry. So once what happened, how they landed into misery. Now once what happened, there was an invitation by Ministry of Public Instructions from the home of this person from the ministry, and this clerk Loisel, he showed it to his wife, but soon she was filled with dismay and began to weep and complaining because she does not have anything proper to wear to this very party, this ball, and she was complaining that she does not have good this fine clothes. So this somehow this clerk managed to give her money to buy a new dress, but still she was in dismay because she don't have any jewels. Now what happened, the actual problem starts from here. So what her husband suggests to borrow from Madame Forestier, and this woman agreed to this very thing and chose one of the finest necklaces from there. As the chapter itself has the name, The Necklace, you will see the whole problem starts with this necklace. As this lady Mathilde, she borrows this necklace from her friend, and she considers it from the finest of her collection, and she takes it. She is being admired by each and everyone for the dress and the necklace and her beauty, and returns home. But when she returns home, Mathilda realizes that she has lost that necklace. Now the problem arises from here, and now she claims to replace because she will not be able to afford to tell her friend that she has lost the necklace. So it was a worthy necklace. So what they do, they try to replace it. So the replacement cost was 36,000 francs. But the inheritance of this clerk was only 18,000 francs, which was from the will of his father. That means his father has left him only 18,000 francs to survive, and it was a kind of inheritance from this family, this property. So what he did, he need to borrow rest, and due to which this Matilda, she had to relieve her maid, she had to do all the household things herself, and this they took debt money on this different interest, and they brought a new fine same necklace and gave it back to this lady Forrester. And as she returned, there was no kind of suspicion in the there was no suspicion in it that she has just given it back to Forrester. But what happened? Their troublesome life started from here. To pay up their debts, they worked tirelessly, and for 10 years paid off. This Madame Loisel, that means Matilda, she bumped into Forrester, and Forrester first did not recognize this lady, but as she reveals her history, that once I took a necklace from you, and that necklace, how we replaced that very necklace, what was the effect of that very cost on her life. Forrester was amazed, and she said, she revealed this very thing, that this necklace did not contain original diamonds, but it was a fake one, which was only 500 francs of worth. So why do you just bought a new necklace which was of 36,000 francs? My necklace which you lost was only 500 francs, and it was not studded with real diamonds. So here you will see what was the consequences of the unsatisfied nature of this very lady, that they paid the original necklace in place of the fake one. Now the analysis, there are different themes, like the theme of gender. You will see that it prevails in our in our society right now as well, that girls, they are being they are being just sometimes killed for dowry, because there is dissatisfaction in this class as well. That is something different. But if we talk about gender inequality, it happens with the girls, that girls are not given due this power, they are not given due honor. So it happens. And but another thing, another aspect of this class is gender, this girl, the female classes, that they are always dissatisfied with their what they have, so which just landed this lady into such kind of problem. Social class, as social class is there right now, it has now the world is changing, the life of people is changing, so the thinking is changing as well. But earlier it was that a lady who belonged to the poor class could not be able to just marry in aristocracy. So aristocratic ladies or boys, they will not marry to the low born or humble born these partners. So now it has changed. But another thing is there, that we are always affected by these social class problems, that we think that a person having a good attire and having good appearance belongs to a high class society, and a person who does not have good attire and does not have good appearance does not belong to the high class and low class society. So this classism is a kind of a problem in the society. Beauty, you see that natural beauty is the best one. Natural beauty never fades out, but the beauty which is just portrayed by these ladies through different cosmetics and different jewelries, it's not worth. But the real beauty is in the nature. If a woman, if a boy is really good natured and is beautiful at nature, definitely that beauty adds up to his personality. Now marriage, as there was no dowry for with Matilda, so she was not able to, she does not have any hope to marry in aristocratic class or upper class society. So it means that she does not have any means to become known, and she was dissatisfied with her life and dissatisfied with her marriage, because it was not a marriage which was which was as per her this consent, or we can say as per what she has desired for herself. Happiness. So now you'll see that happiness can't be bought by money and all these things, but happiness is or you'll not buy it through riches. You will see that some of the times we feel that the persons who are very poor, they just enjoy life more than those who are rich. They have always these rich people. They have always this fear of losing their riches, their money. So this poor man does not have any kind of that problem. So we'll see that we need to be satisfied with our life. What we have, we need to be satisfied with that, through which we'll be happy throughout our life and lead a good life. An optimistic approach should be there. Now the story reveals that the honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. How? If Matilda would have told her friend that Forestier, that I have lost you this necklace. What is the cost of your necklace, so that I can get a new one for you? She might not have lost her 10 years of life in paying the debts, and she might not have lost the inherited property of her husband as well, and landed in a very pathetic condition. So the story brings forth a message that one should be satisfied with what one has and not indulge in pomp and show. Look, right now in this very world, each and everybody wants to present himself as the belonging to the aristocracy or belonging to the higher class. But in just presenting that very thing, we lose a lot of things. It's not compulsory to show yourself, that to have that pomp and show, to have that showing others that I belong to this way, and having that sophisticatedness. No, we should be satisfied with what we have. We should be proud of our life. We should be proud of our belongings. If look, a person who is having who is disabled, he desires that he should be like a man who is walking. But a walking man desires to have a bike. A bike person riding a bike desires to have a car. A person who drives a car desires to have a bigger one. So it is, the human desires are unsatisfied. If we are satisfied, our this life will be totally beautiful, and it will be a kind of a heaven, or a life of a paradise. The necklace symbolizes wealth, beauty, and ultimately shame. As she loses the necklace and goes into debt to replace it, the great irony lies that the necklace was fake. Look, the necklace symbolizes similarly wealth. So it shows that a person is wealthy. That's why she is, or he, wearing such a great necklace. Beauty, it adds up to the beauty of the lady as she thinks so. Ultimately, it brings shame, because she loses everything. She loses her even inherited property. She has to get debt, and for that she has to lie a lot of times. So this kind of a thing, as she loses necklace and she goes back into the debt, it's a kind of an irony, because at last it is found that this necklace was fake. So these are the human desires, or unfulfilled that desires, because dissatisfaction with the life. If she would have been satisfied with her life, it would not have made her land over there. Materialism, look, is the most important element which landed Matilda in to debt for 10 years. Materialism, love for materialism, that she loved to be living a life of luxury. So it landed her definitely into a kind of a problem for 10 years. So if she would not have loved materialistic, if she would have found the love of her husband in a proper way, because he was an understanding one, and she would not have brought the necklace, and she would have gone in that very manner, maybe nobody would have admired her, but nobody would have insulted her as well. So it is the love of materialism which landed her over there in problem. Narrated in third person, as you know, third person narration is there. The story shows how Matilda was a beautiful woman, married to an understanding husband, still believes that the key to her success, happiness, will be luxuries of life. We have sometimes everything. Money is not everything. We have sometimes understanding partners, we have siblings, we have very friendly people around us. But we do not pay attention towards these things. We pay attention towards the luxuries of life, that I should have a comfortable car, I should have a big house. So these are not comforts of life. Your relation with others is comforts of life. Your friends are the comforts of your life. Your parents are the comforts of your life. Your siblings are the comforts of your life. Reality lies that if you are doing something for the people of your neighborhood, that is the real beauty of your life. That is the real happiness of your life, which will change your life totally. So that was all in this very video. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.